Yo, what's up everybody? It is Chimpso here. Welcome back to League of Legends today. I'm playing Singe in the top lane versus a Nasus. Oh god. One of my most hated matchups. Nasus is a bit of a bundle of sticks for Singe because basically he can just farm. A smart Nasus will as a general rule of thumb, obviously not every game, but a smart Nasus against a Singe will recognize that he cannot kill the Singe. The Singe is generally too fast for Nasus to catch, even with Wither, and he takes too much damage doing so. So what he's going to do is he's just going to rush a Spirit Visage and basically ignore the Singe, because you rush the Spirit Visage, you have so much natural sustain from your passive, you have so much MR and HP from the Spirit Visage, Singe can't really damage you. This Nasus is not going to do that though, and I'm also going to be taking some advice from Minishcap 1 and actually playing the lane smart instead of proxying every game like a retard. I'm going to go for a level 1 proxy though early on here. And this is going to be a hard carry game, by the way. My team is going to do their best to throw, but I'm just going to be way too powerful for the enemy team to be able to deal with. I'm going to get super fed. But yeah, starting off here, going for a level 1 proxy. Now, going for a level 1 proxy against a Nasus is recommended. It's not one of those matchups where you want to go a level 1 proxy because you get harassed out of lane. You want to go a level 1 proxy to put pressure on him early. You do this, first of all, you don't want to do this after the first couple levels because then Nasus can simply reliably last hit under tower. Sure, you will hurt him a little bit, he'll miss a bunch of CS, but in many cases he can just tank the wave. He's going to try to tank the wave early on here, but you can't do that early on. Level 1, you just have to let it go onto tower and deal with it. But this guy is really, really greedy for farm. He's focusing way too much on stacking and not as much focusing on winning the game, which is a mistake a lot of Nasus players will make, so you can exploit it. And he's going to make a big mistake in that regard. That's pretty much going to be the catalyst to get me fed this game. So yeah, early level 1 proxy. Now they have an Ezreal jungle. I ward there and I see that Ezreal was doing the blue. He must have done red and gone straight to blue, because he got there very quickly. So as soon as I see that, I just bail. Now, I don't expect to run into him here. He's just around that area, which really confused me. I'm like, okay, sure. He must have arcane shifted over the wall after he got the blue. But that's fine. He's actually going to go and invade our Amumu, but I mean, Amumu has vision. He sees him coming. Very, very smart by the Amumu. And they're going to eventually outplay him there. Now, I'm pushing Nasus in early on here. I'm not going to do this for the whole laning phase, but I'm doing it early on because I want to deny as many stacks as possible. And early on, forcing this on the tower is going to do just that. Now, Amumu knows Ezreal's nearby, so he sits in the bush, and he's just going to jump on him and kill him there. I rotate down just in case Ezreal made an escape. I could have cut him off. What I was mainly looking to do there was sit in the Baron pit. So if Ezreal decided to arcane shift over the Baron pit wall, I could just fling him and kill him. He'll be on very low HP most likely. But yeah, just moving down in case I'm needed. Not too big of a deal. Nasus was pushed in, and I'm going to continue pushing him in here. Go for a flinging in there, trying to do some damage, but I don't really have the mana early on to do much. Getting a blue buff against Nasus early game is actually really, really good. Because just every time he does something, just fling him, and you never run out of mana. But can't exactly do that as much here. But yeah, for these first couple levels, I'm just going to focus on pushing him in. Not going for a proxy, no need to risk it. Not going to be harassed out of lane by Nasus, not really scared about that. What I am scared about is him stacking. Now, you see me going for recalls here. I'm actually going to stay until I have enough gold for a Doran's Ring, Boots, and Corrupting Potion, which means I need 1,050 gold. And the reason why I'm fairly comfortable staying here is because Ezreal just got smacked down. Ezreal just got smacked down, so he is probably just trying to do his jungle to recover. He's probably not looking to gank anytime soon. I have my ghost up, so I can escape, and Nasus is also quite low. So he can't really chase me all that much. And Ezreal doesn't have red buff anymore, because he died and gave it to Amumu. So if Ezreal comes in and ganks me, what's going to happen? Nasus is going to wither me, I'm going to pop ghost, Ezreal's going to auto-attack me a bunch, I'm going to run away from Nasus, who can't keep chasing through the poison. And I'm going to get away, because Ezreal won't be able to kill me when I'm at full health. So yeah, multitude of factors regarding why I'm staying here. Just a little bit of my thought process there. I'm not afraid of anything here right now. So I'm happy to just push this in until I get the gold that I need. And come back with that gold and start smacking down this Nasus some more. So, there we go. 1,050 gold at least. Going to go back, buy those items. Going for the Doran's Ring to give me extra mana sustain, and also a bunch of damage and HP, and the boots obviously early on for that movement speed, and Corrupting Potion to sustain me. Now, the boots, I actually go Swiftness boots this game. Now, that ends up working out because I get really fed, but I really think that was the wrong move. I probably should have gone Ninja Tabi this game because they are an all-AD team, and they have a lot of auto-attacking champions. So, honestly, that probably would have been the safer route. But I get the early kill on Nasus, and I decide to go for it because I think I can keep the pressure on him. Because, yeah, the Swiftness boots are the best boot choice against Nasus, but Swiftness boots are rarely something you want to get on Singed. I'll probably say you get them like 5% of the time, or 10% of the time, compared to Ninja Tabi and Merc Treads. They're just not as useful. They don't provide as much benefit to you in the long run. But against a Nasus, it fucking wrecks his slow. It greatly reduces the power of his slow. So, I go for it after the early kill on him, and I use it to great effect. So what I'm trying to do here now is you notice I'm not pushing the wave in. What I'm actually doing is I'm just trying to freeze the wave. Now, I think I fuck it up a little bit because I got some poison damage on it. But you're going to see eventually it's what I do. No, okay, no. This is actually pushing in towards me. So, you see, I'm just trying to last hit. I'm going to be pretty bad at it because, you know, I play Singed. Haha, brain dead champion. I don't know how to last hit. Notice how when I ran through those creeps there for that fling, I flung him without my poison on. I flung him, walked out of range of the creeps, and then put a single puff of poison down. That's so I didn't push the wave. But now I decide to go from here. Now, I overcommit here. I get withered, so I pop Ghost to get past the wither. But of course he has ult up. I knew that. I just made a bad move and decided to overcommit. But that's fine. He's also going to make a bad move here. He's staying under the tower while quite low. I've still got my ult running, so I'm going to go for him here. So, at this point, I've won, pretty much. I've zoned him away from the tower. He's missing a bunch of CS. All he has to do now is, like, the smart thing to do is recall, teleport back, or walk back to lane, and, you know, just cut your losses. He decides to run back under the tower for some reason. So I'm, of course, not going to let him do that. I'm going to fling him. I probably should have put the goo a little bit further forward. That would have got some more damage and maybe killed him there, but that's fine. He's so low. One more fling into a Skull auto attack is just going to kill him with my poison. So a very, very bad move by him to just completely disrespect my power in that situation. Because I still have plenty of mana for another fling. I can fling him back. I got plenty of mana. I've got quite a bit of damage. I've got a Doran's Ring. And he is on a sliver of HP with no ult up because he just used it. So yeah, I don't have my ult or ghost. But I mean, I can still just walk under the tower and fling you. If all it takes is a single fling auto attack into poison combo, then don't stay under the tower. It doesn't matter. Sindra will always be a threat in that case. So yeah, he did have TP up there. So he could have just recalled, teleported back in. That's fine. He would have had to walk back a little bit further, but he got greedy for the CS. So I pick up the Swiftness boots and the Amp Tome there. Once again, just getting the Swiftness boots because I think I can keep pressuring him. So I want something to try and kill him over and over again, and the Swiftness boots will really help. So the wave is pushing in towards me. Beautiful. I'm happy. Now at this point, if I was playing Nasus, I'd be fucking terrified because I know exactly. I'll be like, I know exactly what this Singed is doing, and that's bad. Now, I wouldn't be too worried because I'll have probably had a bloody Spectre's Cow by this point. He, I think, has a Sheen. Which, don't go Sheen on Nasus if you're getting stomped in lane early on. Or if your opponent kills you. Don't do that. Go for a defensive item. You'll be fine. You're not trying to kill your opponent. You don't need any damage items. You can farm with your Q well enough. But yeah, so now I've pushed him up. My ult's up. There's nothing you can do. If he tries to go for CS, I'm just going to go on him again. And potentially kill him. Or make him blow his ult. Or put him in the same situation he was in last time. And I'm doing that by just not pushing the wave. I'm just keeping it right here. I'm last hitting. I'm getting CS. He's getting none. He's not stacking. I'm getting way ahead of this. He's missing out on XP, gold, stacks, everything. And I don't know where he is here. I'm like, has he recalled? Like, where is this guy? It doesn't make any sense really to me. But that's fine. I'm actually going to push a little bit here. Just because there's too many creeps on this side. I don't want too many there. Because if I decide to go for a fight, then I'll take a lot of damage. So I just trim it a little bit. You know, cull the herd a little. And yeah, it's still pushing in towards me. That's fine. No problem. And now he shows up in mid lane. Now, I sort of make a mistake here. I see this and I'm sort of baffled. What I should have done the moment I saw this was immediately just push the wave in. Start pushing. Now, I do eventually do that, but I do it a little bit too late. Yeah, see, like, if I gotten this pushed in, like, yeah, now I'm just like, oh, wait, hold on, I need to be pushing this, but I'm entranced by what this Nasus is doing. I guess he went for the jungle, maybe, but that's fine. Anyways, I'm looking for a TP here, okay, because my team is sort of getting wrecked, so I'm like, alright, time to go for a TP. I've got ult and ghost up, so I'm ready to fight. I'm pretty ambitious here. I go right into them. I know I'm going to get a courage shield, so that's fine. I fling the Zarya just for some damage, and now I'm just going to stick on the Nasus. I'm not sure if he has ult up here. I'm banking on him probably having it, but yeah, I just chase him down and I kill him quite easily there. Zarya decides to come in and Rakan. They actually knock me up, but my ult's still running. I've got a lot of resistances. Janna's nearby to give me a shield. Kog'Maw gets a nice... Well, I actually get the kill. I'm actually going to get 3 kills here. And yeah, now I'm going to be ridiculous. So, yeah, Kog'Maw came in, did a bunch of damage. Janna helped me out. But yeah, the big thing there was, had both my ult and my ghost. And if you have them, you're ready to fight as Singe, pretty much. So I saw the opportunity, came in. Nasus, you know, stuck around for a little too long, so I just chased him down. And once again, he's rushing a Trinity Force. He should not be doing this. He should be going for a defensive item early on. But he's not, so I'm going to keep stomping him. Going into that R'ly's first, obviously. So I go back and I get a blasting one to complement the amped home I already have. I don't need to go defense right now. I want to go damage. I want to keep killing things. It's good. As long as I fight with my ult up, I'll be fine. So going to go straight for that damage. And I'm going to go for a Liandry's second item as well because I'm really far ahead. So here, once again, I'm not trying to push the wave. I'm just freezing it. Why? Because look at that. He tries to get some CS and I take away half his HP. But I think I got a bit too much poison on the creeps and yeah, I fuck it up. So I'm going to end up just pushing this in. Pushing it isn't too bad because I can actually harass him under tower. You're going to see my method for harassing melee top laners under the tower here. I'm sure a lot of people do it, but a big thing to point out here, I'm playing very, very far ahead here without vision in the river. I'm okay with doing this because Ezreal is so fucking weak. Both Ezreal and Nasus are really weak. I'm not scared. They can both come gank me. I don't care. I'll just pop ult and I'll walk away. But you see, what I'm actually doing here is I'm just standing in front of the range creeps and I'm just putting poison and I'm just sitting there with my body. And if he wants to come get those creeps, he's going to take a bunch of damage. He's going to get flung. And sure, you know, he can survive that once or twice. But he's going to get really low and eventually I can just be like, alright, I'm going to tower dive you now. Go in, dive him, he pops his ult, run away, wait for his ult to expire, run back in and kill him. But he does the smart thing and actually leaves and teleports back in. See, if he did this bloody right at the start, before that first death, it'll be fine. But yeah, he just teleports right back into the same situation. Nothing's changed for him. Yeah, see, one fling when he goes for those creeps and half health. And then he chases me a little bit through the poison. Another bunch of his health gone, down to a third health just from that. He's just teleported back in. See, if I was being brain dead here and just like, I'm going to go for... Okay, wait. Here, let's point this out. You are Ezreal in this situation. Why do you run away from your ally? If he had run towards Nasus... Yeah, once again, I am baffled by this stupidity. I even type in chat, like, why are you running away from Nasus? If he'd ran towards Nasus instead of away from him, that would have been a different story. I probably would have had to back off. I wouldn't have died, but I would have had to back off. But yeah, he decides to run away, so I get another free kill. Also, by the way, whenever your enemies make obvious mistakes, like a mistake that's just so obvious, count on their team raging at them. So try and stir the pot in all chat. Try and say things like, why did you do that? Why? Like, don't be toxic. Just put the question in the enemy team's mind. Try and get them to flame their teammate. Because if you do that, it's going to probably put the entire enemy team on tilt a little bit. And it's going to work out for you. A little bit of psychological warfare there if you're into it. But yeah, now I have a red buff. And I've got this giant wave pushing into me. So yeah, I'm literally just going to stand there. Like, he cannot farm. And if he cannot farm, he cannot stack. He's not like Singed, where, oh, enemy laner is freezing. Okay, I can, you know, rush in, fling them, try and just force push the wave down, and then go for a proxy. He can't do that. I'll just go straight on him. And yeah, I've got another freeze here, so I'm just gonna fucking chill right here. But that was my plan. Then I see the enemy team actually doing stuff, and I get worried. Now, I have 5 of my team's kills, so it's 7-7. My team is trying their very best to throw here, but I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to run mid. I want to try and get a flank. Now, I'm running up here, but for some reason my team doesn't really want to come. They want to clear wards or something. That's fine. I'm not going to go for that. I don't have my ult up yet. I don't have Ghost up. Just back off and see if we can make things happen another day. I let my team know that that's warded there, because I did run through a ward. I saw it on the minimap. But nothing I can really do there. Enemy team's pushed back to the tower. I'm going to tell my team that I have my teleport up, and I'm going to head back into the top lane, because I don't want to just let Nasus free stack. I don't want to let that happen. But now I've changed up my my plan here. I decided I'm not going to freeze. The enemy team is making moves on the map. They're actually grouping up and taking towers. So I need to be with my team. So I'm going to actually start pushing this Nasus in here. And this tower is quite low. Amumu is in the jungle and Nasus decides to fight him. He doesn't back off, which this tells me immediately that he has friends coming. Now here, as soon as this fight starts, I hit my R button. But I hit my R button while I was knocked up by Rakan's ult. I think my ult is running here. But it's not this whole time. Only now do I realize, shit, my ult wasn't on in that fight. I was wondering, why the fuck was I taking so much damage? Why am I getting chunked out so hard? I thought I'd use my ult, but Rakan had knocked me up right when I pressed the button. So, yeah, that's why I took so much damage, and that's probably why Nasus got out. The extra damage probably would have killed him, honestly. So, a bit of a misplay there from me. It's fine, we still get 1 kill, 1 for 0. So, nothing bad. But yeah, could have been a lot better. Now, Ari is behind the enemy team. She went hunting, and now Israel's here, so she's just gonna ping, let's kill him. This guy is so fucking pathetically weak right now. He takes poison there and takes a big chunk, and yeah, we're just gonna go for him here. I fling him just for the damage. I'm gonna stand here and tank the tower for the Ari. Yeah, just in case something happens. Rakan tries to jump off on me, that's fine, he doesn't have enough damage. I'm just gonna hop over the wall and get away. Got my rallies completed now, so anyone trying to chase me, yeah, isn't going to be in for a good time. And also a 10 stack Dark Seal. Never underestimate the power of a 10 stack Dark Seal. That's 45 ability power. Hold on to that for as long as you can. Never upgrade it into Medjai's though. That's dumb. You're going to die a lot on Singe generally. So don't do that ever. Heading top here, I got my Haunting guys. The enemy is building like some Merc Treads and stuff, so the Magic Pen is useful. Now, there's 2 people top. Dragon is coming up, so I'm just like, alright, I'm just gonna... Now, oh, by the way, my Ghost is running here because I fat-fingered it. I wasn't planning anything, I just fat-fingered my Ghost. My bad, sorry. Not too big of a disaster. It sucks not to have it, but whatever. My team is doing Dragon, which is good, because there were 2 people top. And they're no threat to me. I can probably... Well, I probably can't kill them both, but I can fight them both and survive, so whatever. I've got enough gold for my Landries here, but I noticed, you know, the enemy team sort of looks like they're in a position to be flanked. I think they might come here for me, but they don't. Actually, Rakan does. I tell a lie. I try to goof flip him there, but I fail. Now, I'm actually going to go for this here. I'm going to run straight into the enemy team, because I think my team is right behind me. Unfortunately, I overestimate them a bit. Like I said, they are trying their hardest to throw. They decide to just chill at the back for a little bit. They go in now after I've died to, you know, clean up. After I did all the damage, I basically got the entire enemy team to half HP. And they decide to take their sweet fucking time following up. But that's fine. It works out. I ain't mad. I'm going to be a bit upset in chat, but I ain't going to flame anybody. You know, fuck that shit. We're good. And, yeah, we're going to push the tower down off of that. So, because Rakan decided to jump in on me for some reason, like, you can't do that, man. Not when I've got fucking 7 kills. That's not happening. You cannot catch a Singe with this ult up with that many kills. I don't care. Well, this early in the game, at least, when no one on the enemy team is fed. I'm going to be going for a Thornmail 3rd item here. Now, they're all AD, so smart buy. Also, they have a Nasus who heals a lot. 1v1s with Nasus, if you can reduce his healing, it's very, very useful. And he's an auto-attacker. Yasuo, auto-attacker. Zarya, auto-attacker. Ezreal, auto-attacker. Well, less of an auto-attacker, but still auto-attacks a lot. So, Thornmail, just no-brainer buy here for my first tank item. Easy choice. I'll be going into a Dead Man's after that. But, yeah, there's no... Okay, here I get caught out. Caught out, quote-unquote. My ult's not up. even with my ult down, and Rakan is once again, I literally fling him with a tower shot and I murder him. And the entire enemy team gets chunked out. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. You cannot chase a 7-1 Singed, even if there's 4 of you, like, and especially if you're all squishy. Here's the thing. Singed with a Rylai's and Liandry's molests squishy people. He can outduel pretty much any squishy person as long as he has his ult running and they're not like ridiculously fed or they're not Vayne. He can outduel pretty much anybody with a Rylai's and Liandry's if they're squishy. So keep that in mind if you're ever up against a Singe, and keep that in mind while you're playing him. It's why you can kill so many ADCs quite easily if you get on top of them, as long as your ult's running. But yeah, it's a bad choice by the enemy team to try and ambush me. And my team is able to get bot lane tower off of that because, yeah, there were 4 of them top, so easy. Now, I just want to push in this top lane wave here, and I want to roam around the map and try and farm. Now, obviously, I am giving Nasus just farm on a silver platter here, but at this point, I'm not really concerned about him. I just want to end the game as quickly as possible. And by helping out my team, hello eBay, by helping out my team, I'm making that happen, which is making Nasus less and less relevant, and it's also getting me more and more fed, which means I can zone him out of fights if he does get stacks. So I'm not concerned about that. Now, I decided to farm the mid lane waves here because I don't expect my team to go for the fight, but they do. I'm looking for a place to TP in here, but there are no wards and no minions. So I'm eventually just going to... No, I'm not going to walk down there. My team actually does quite a good job. So that's... Yeah, I'm thinking of another game I did that. A similar situation, but different here. I decided to just push the mid lane tower. I see Nasus coming on the ward because I got great vision in their jungle, but that's fine. I know if he comes through there, he's going to get immediately flung, which is going to happen. Stupid decision. He gets charmed by Ahri, and then, yeah. Now here, I'm just... There's just this miasma of poison. Yasuo goes in. Yeah, cool. Yeah, he does his weeaboo shout, and he goes in, but his whole team has to run through poison and me. And it's just not happening. So, yeah, pretty easy right there. I just zoned them away. That big fucking orange wall of poison with this sexy Riot Squad Singe skin, which you're all jealous you don't have. Yeah, it just, I mean, fuck. They can't do it. I have too much damage at this point. I am way too fed for them to be able to deal with. Even if they get a pick, I do way too much damage. The thing here, early on, is... Singe is so scary if he gets fed early on because he has innate tankiness from his ult. So if Singe gets fed early on, he can just build damage and still be tanky. Solution to that, Singe is not OP, but the solution to that is make Singe's early game really weak, which it is. And if he manages to get ahead early game, such as by getting an early kill on Nasus, he just becomes ridiculous because he builds a bunch of damage and he just fucking shreds your whole team. And if your whole team is squishy, because herpa derpa derp, I'm fucking Nasus, I'm gonna rush a Trinity Force, even though I should be rushing some MR, just makes it even easier. I mean, I cannot stress how much this Nasus lost the game for his team. If this Nasus had a Spirit Visage, things would be a lot different here. We have a Singe top, Ahri mid, and we have an Amumu jungle with a Kog'Maw ADC. Kog'Maw does a bit of magic damage. He's not, you know, completely AD. So a Spirit Visage would just helped with... like literally everything on the team. Here my team's doing Baron, I'm just whatever. I'm just going to 3v1, and what I was actually doing there was zoning the enemy team away. I just stood there, body blocked them. They want to get to the Baron, they're going to go through me, and that's not happening, like I said. Nasus is gonna die again, quite simply. He's building MR now, but it's too late. It would have literally helped him against everybody on the team. Janna, Kog'Maw, me, Amumu, Ahri. It would have helped him against everybody. He would have still had damage because he has his Q stacking. He could have gotten a Sheen. You know, maybe he builds Spectre's Cow into Sheen, then builds a Spirit Visage, then goes Trinity Force. He could have done that. No, he decides to rush Trinity Force, so that's why he loses the game. And that's probably why he lost his team the game as well. Because I got early kills off of him, I got farm, I was able to zone him away, and there's just nothing he could do. And I was able to just exert my pressure on the rest of the map, teleported down, got a triple kill quite easily. And yeah, like, you can just lose your lane. If you, like, you lose the game by misplaying. Like, even if you, oh, I only gave Singe 1 kill. You gave him 1 kill too many, mate. Just, One kill too fucking many. My team is doing Dragon, so I'm chilling in the top lane, even on low HP, because I've got a Baron buff. I'm thinking maybe I can push down the tower. Obviously, the enemy team rotates to come stop me. That's fine. Still get a free Dragon. So, worth. I'm 9-1. I sell my Corrupting Potion finally. Don't need it anymore. Holding onto the Dark Steel. I don't want to sell that Dark Steel. As long as it's at 10 stacks, I want to keep it until I have 5 items. Then I can sell it and actually buy something else. Because right now, that fucking Dark Seal is worth more than a Blasting Wand. Think about that for a second. It's over 900 gold in stats on that Dark Seal. And it only cost me 150-ish gold because it sells for like 240 or something. So think about that. Now here I'm in the top lane. I want to push down the top lane because I have teleport and my team has Baron, but my team is just going to wipe them, and at this point I just decide to teleport in because the game's over and I'm just going to help them push. So yeah, I mean, you can see how playing smart in lane, you can just overtake the game. A smart teleport in the mid game, or I'm pretty sure, yeah, I think that was still early game, might have been mid game, but a smart teleport gets me 3 kills, which just makes me unstoppable. And I'm able to carry the team quite easily. So yeah, there we go. We're going to see in the post-game stats. Oh, and also a lot of distractions in the top lane allowed my team to get dragons as well. So just the little things that snowballed out of control and won us the game. But yeah, we're going to take a look at the damage at the end here. Damage was really quite high. We're going to honor the Amumu, I guess. Yeah, he did really well. I can't fault him for anything in this game. Went really well. So S+, pretty good. Could have gone better. I expected a bit of rage in chat, but there wasn't any really. So that's unfortunate. It's always a good reward when there's rage in chat, but yeah, I mean, you can just see this right here. Most damage done, most damage taken. That is a surefire sign of a hard carry. So yeah, thank you all for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Take care. Hope you learned something. And I'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.